Yes.
Or can
Please
I just say,
exposit the entire
or can
journey.
I say, Gordock goes over the events that happened, yada 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 yada.
What? Exposition shortcut.
No.
I know because I forgot because I wasn't there for most of it.
I forgot.
Well, then lean on us. Do your best.
Lean on me when you exposit.
She pulls out a notepad and loosens her cape a little bit. And you see that she has a drum on her hip. And she waits for you to start talking. And then you watch as her tail starts hitting the drum gently to a beat.
Oh, I have to do it in rhymes as well? God damn it.
She's just recording the story.
Okay. Oh, luck was not... Yeah, luck was not on our side. Very quick into our journey through the blasted lands. We'd faced many creatures of varying levels of difficulty, but one that stood out the most to us was it the Stormbreaker?
Shadowmaker.
The Shadowmaker.
Dun, dun, dun.
How big would you say he was, the Shadowmaker?
Enough to make Shadow.
Wow.
I think it's the biggest creature we've seen outside of the elemental titans, which we haven't seen. So probably the biggest creature you've ever seen.
All right. Despite one's initial thoughts, it was no dragon.
My disgrudge.
It was ginormous. Its body casted shadow along the ground, along everything. Its screech or its roar was that like thunder. And one bite did this to our ship. It was a familiar, or a creature who obeys the goddess of undeath in the blasted lands, formerly known as Natasha Lovegood. And
Everlove.
Everlove. And it showed no mercy. We barely made it out alive, if not from the power of Freeite, who confronted Natasha and casted ropes down from the sky, attaching itself to the Leviathan, pulling and pulling until it was pierced and ripped apart.
You just see Furious scribbling, but she maintains rhythm with her tail.
This Shadowmaker, we barely survived our encounter with it. We had to do what we could to repair the ship and continue forward. But if not for Freeite, it surely would have been our end. That's one of the stories. I hope it's sufficient.
There's more? What happened to your sail?
What happened to our sail?
That was when you rolled 3.
Oh, yeah.
Fire-breathing creatures.
Dragonies, under Dragonies.
Fire-breathing creatures. Monsters. Destroyed our sails. But we put an end to them.
But not their dad.
Not their dad, though. Not their dad.
We got the fuck out of there before that thing killed us.
And our second our second last our second last location was that of this great tree, larger than any tree you've seen before. But it was not made of wood.
What was it made of?
Gordock just shrugs. Stone. Debris.
Yeah, it's lame.
I don't know, but not tree for sure.
This tree was dead.
Definitely
Much
not
like a
true.
lot of things in the Blasted Lands. But in this tree was an impact point. Something that broke a hole in it. We made our way in, and there we were confronted by Natasha Everlove Natasha Everlove once more.
Natasha Longlove.
Although there were disagreements, ultimately, she told us the story that she would love that she would like us to tell others. And that story is of who was it? The guy
JC.
of JC.
JC Romano.
JC Romano. A human who sacrificed himself for the elves.
Well, and the humans. Stop the calamity.
And the humans. But he himself stopped the calamity. Even though, as time passed, and it all became history, his sacrifice was surely forgotten. By everyone but Natasha. His true love.
Oh, wait. Yo, sorry to interrupt. But we know how to revive gods, right?
He wasn't a god, though. Was he?
Yes, you know how to do it, but there's limits. But you don't know the limits.
We need an object that's related to him, right? There's a bow there. We know there's a bow there. I didn't even think about this until now.
JC was the minor god of perception, right?
His domains are gone, which I don't know. Maybe that means they can't be brought back. But yo, we could totally try.
You can certainly try.
But I guess we'll leave that for campaign 5.
But yeah, I imagine Gordock would recite the story that Natasha had told them to the best of his ability.
All right.
Although I can't remember word for word, but that's the second story.
As a DM, there are 2 other events that happened in the Blasted Lands.
The trials?
Hello, Zobudas?
Oh yeah.
Ignore.
Another time.
What happened?
Following the request of Darluk, the goddess of history, we ventured to a shrine surrounded by the undead. And there, one of our party members truly shined. Gordock will, in detail, recite the image of Ornaren floating above. Yeah, Freebird playing Ornaren floating above the undead, preventing them from.
Freebird solo,
and basically annihilating them. That epic scene, of Ornaren, which gave us time to enter the shrine further. There, we found in a coffin the true dead body of Zobudas. We rescued Zobudas, brought her back to the ship, and revived her. But we shortly parted ways following. And then what was the other event?
The trials.
Trials! Yeah, the trials.
Nothing happened there at all.
Nothing happened.
I don't want to talk about the trials. I don't want to talk about the trials. We're done. That's it.
There is no trials in the Blasted Lands.
There is
That's no
trial.
trials.
That happened. No, clue
No
what you're
trials.
There
talking
is no
that's it.
trial. There were no trials in the Blasted Lands.
There were no trials in the
about. There were no
Blasted.
trials. I have no clue what you're talking about.
And
That's
that's
it.
all that happened.
I hope that was
Gordock didn't commit
sufficient.
murder.